Right now, we're about to get into the kinky and coiliness of Stephen A. Smith and his loudmouth takes, and why the NABJ has bestowed the thumbs down award to him.
Natural hair, girly curls doing what they do. But when the story gets tangled, baby, I come through.
My girlfriends, welcome to another episode of Come Through with Nikki Noir. Now, you guys know I don't detangle hair, I detangle headlines. And right now, we're about to get into the kinky and coiliness
to Stephen A. Smith. You guys know the loud mouth behind First Take. Every day, Stephen A. Smith sits on his platform and he goes off loudly about your favorite athletes.
You're not Michael Jordan. You're not the GOAT. You did choke in an NBA Finals. 4 consecutive fourth quarters in an NBA Finals. This man was scoring 4 points. One game, he scored 0 points. In an NBA Finals, fourth quarter. With Jason Terry or J.J. Barea guarding you. There is no explanation for that. To anybody who knows basketball, that's a choke job.
It's about what they shoulda, coulda, and woulda done. And you guys know his takes sometimes are far-fetched. They're outrageous. Regardless, he's a key and we're going to watch. But what I'm talking about has everything to do with that. Stephen A. Smith right now is down bad. The National Association of Black Journalists has come for Stephen A. Smith. If you don't...
NABJ was among the institutions that was hoping that he would not continue with these kinds of remarks and with these kinds of with this kind of rhetoric specifically against Black women. That is not something to address as president. I will say again, NABJ did not make this decision casually, right? Like we definitely stand behind the award and the concerns behind it. And I am willing to discuss those concerns directly with him, but the pattern speaks for itself. And it's a pattern that we felt compelled to address because of what kind of rhetoric what this kind of rhetoric enables and really normalizes, right? Particularly when it comes to powerful Black women. We're seeing this from the highest levels of our government in addition to, what we had to call out this weekend. So this recognition wasn't about one comment or one moment. You showed that. This is about a broader pattern and the responsibility that really comes with having a significant platform.
We don't know what the National Association of Black Journalists is. It is an organization founded in 1975. It is one of the oldest institutions that uplifts and ensures that Black people who want to get into the media, that they are given the tools that they need to succeed in journalism, period. And so they want to make sure that we receive fair coverage, that basically we receive all the rights and privileges as our white and other counterparts. Okay, so Stephen A. Smith of NABJ, and so one of his claims to fame with NABJ is the fact that he has taken his nationally syndicated platform, First Take, he brought it to NABJ where he broadcasted live, not 1, but 2 years. He did once in Chicago and I think once in Cleveland. Not really sure about the Chicago fact, but I know he did come to Cleveland and he brought the platform. And he broadcasted live from First Take at NABJ. And so that is one of the things that he just feels so strongly about and is saying, well, how could I have a disdain for Black women and Black people in general when I was raised by my Black mama and my Black aunties, and I am a father to Black young ladies. So, Stephen A., that's neither here nor there. It's not what you say, but it's how you say things.
Jasmine Crockett chooses to express herself. I'm like, is that going to help your district in Texas? Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being an impediment to what Trump wants? How much work goes into that? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work.
Everyone watching Stephen A. Smith has heard the ways that he has come for Jasmine Crockett, that he has come from Forever FLOTUS Michelle Obama, the way that he has also come for former Vice President Kamala Harris. Now, he has come at these women nastily, and the tone that he uses is disparaging. So one could think and one could say that, Stephen A., you feel a certain type of way when it comes to black women, or maybe it's black women who lean left, who you see as having a radical opinion, which I digress. So this last week, the NABJ had their national convention. It was held in Atlanta. And so every year, the NABJ, what they do is they honor those that they want to give Journalist of the Year award. And then they also honor those journalists that they want to give a thumbs down to. And so this year, Stephen A. Smith was one of the recipients of the Thumbs Down Award. And so he's a little salty about that. And so instead of him wanting to meet with NABJ's current president, Aaron Haynes, who basically let the people know that the organization is not messing with Stephen A. Smith right now, because what they're doing is holding you accountable in the ways that you have come for black women. It looks disparaging. The tone that you take, like my mama always say, it's not what you say, it's how you say things. So how you say these things when it comes to one Jasmine Crockett, Joy Reid, also Kamala Harris, the way that you come at them, the venom in which your voice turns to, that's disparaging. So whenever we hear, it's like, when you eat something nasty and it's like, and you just not feeling it because it doesn't wet your palate, that's the way that you have come for these women. So that's why the organization has in fact come for you. So the Bible always says, if you have an ought with your brother, you should seek your brother out and have a conversation with your brother to lay all 52 cards on the table and have a come to Jesus moment. So instead of Stephen A. coming to the NABJ to lay his 52 cards out, what does he do? Instead of him going to the National Association of Black Journalists to have a conversation, this man decides to sit on Sean Hannity's podcast.
On the left, and you did mention a couple of African-American women at times, Jasmine Crockett, who says nutty things, Joy Reid, who says, in my view, nutty things. Is that what this is about?
I think it is. I don't think there's any question about it, and that's why I spoke out against it, because I think it's utterly ridiculous. I was raised by 5 black women. My mother, God rest her soul, and my 4 older sisters. I have 2 daughters. I have 10 nieces. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I find it highly offensive that they would label me in this way. Give me a thumbs down award specifically for disparaging black women. I want everybody out there to know there's no such thing. That did not happen. That is a flat out lie. And that never happened. Whether it was Jasmine Crockett, whether it was Kamala Harris, whether it was Michelle Obama, I pointed to something that they said that I may have disagreed with. That is all. That is all that I have done.
If you don't know who Sean Hannity is, then you need to look him up. Sean Hannity is a right winger. Sean Hannity spews racist epitaphs when it comes to black people. Sean Hannity is a race baiter. Sean Hannity is one of the faces of Fox News. Yeah, Stephen A. decided to sit on Sean Hannity's podcast where he was coddled and not held accountable. He was sitting with someone who believes what he believes, because Sean Hannity in turn called Joy Reid's takes nutty. Forever FLOTUS's takes nutty. These are black women. These black women that Stephen A. Smith has talked about. These are the same women that Sean Hannity despises and spews vitriol about daily. So for you to sit on that podcast and and to be coddled. Then you go and sit with Chris Cuomo and you're coddled as well. So this is funny to me. But what was also funny was listening to D.L. Hughley and Don Lemon have a whole key about Stephen A. Smith.
I don't have, I've had any number of disagreements with any number of people, but I'm always willing to talk to anybody. But if I think that you're at a very base level, we don't have the same kind of love, whether it manifests itself in the same way, like we can all be going the same direction and take different routes, that's all fine. But if the goal is the love of our people, if you love our people and are fair to our people, because don't tell me about accountability when all you ever do is malign our people. Like, I'm not mad if you had that much smoke for the NABJ. When they gave you the thumbs down, you were insulted. When Donald Trump insulted your intelligence and said you were dumb as about to rocks, nothing.
I think he's a nice guy, but you need a certain aptitude to run for president. You need a high IQ. I'm not sure that Stephen has that. I don't think he does, actually.
Stephen A. Smith, there are no words to defend or describe your cooning. None at all. I've got nothing else to say when it comes to Stephen A. Smith. Y'all chime in below. How do you feel about Stephen A. receiving the thumbs down? I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.